Well, this is what our crooks look like after one night of a little bit of rain. It could be raining up north, but this is a no-go. You're just gonna waste your time trying to trout fish in this. It just ain't gonna happen. I mean, you may catch one, luckily, that you might throw something in front of something quick, but the odds, this isn't worth my day at all. Oh, you know what? I can go down Brady's Run and do some lake fishing. I didn't think about that. Because lakes usually, but it has that creek that goes in. Yeah, Brady's Run. Huh. Alright, well, I might take a drive by Brady's Run and see what the lake looks like. If it's all muddy like this, trout, like I said, they're visual, more or less they're a visual hunter. And when the water is real high like this, they can't see. You can't even predict where you're throwing your bait at. So it's just not, this ain't gonna happen. So I'll get back with you guys whenever I figure out what I'm gonna do, if today's a complete wash or if I can go down and do some lake fishing, which I don't like doing. It's boring, just sit there. I don't think you're allowed to create a fire. So come here. Come here, good girl. You smiling? Are you smiling? Sit. Hey, sit. Good girl, huh? Alright, well, we're gonna go try to find something to do, huh, aren't we? Hey, come here. Hey. Hey, Zo. Hand kisses? Kiss my hand. Good girl. Alright, come on. Alright. So, we are at the creek that runs off of the lake upstream here, which I'll eventually stop up there, maybe just see what's happening. I'm just looking for any kind of decent hole, and I plan on mainly fly fishing. I wish I could go live, but I'm not there yet. So I could have, because maybe someone could have some suggestions on what flies, because I end up getting pretty not upset, but frustrated with fly fishing sometimes, because it's like you have to be a biologist to do it. I'm gonna hit this very little spot right here. I doubt there's anything in it, but we'll see. I'm using a nymph, not really sure what it is exactly. I'll show you guys. It's not a pheasant tail. Now there was a spot that I stopped the other day that I was crushing some pretty small ones, nothing big at all. I was gonna go there with the fly pole just to see if they were interested in that fly, but there was a guy there, surprisingly. He must not like lake fishing that much either. But really, I'm just looking for the deeper holes. Oh, there's a guy down here. Oh man. Okay, well, this may have been a waste. That is a pretty decent hole though, too. How's it going, man? Well, that would have been the hole that I would have wanted to go in. I probably would have threw live bait in there though. This is all just too shallow. Wonder what underneath this bridge is. I would imagine it's probably nothing crazy. That sucks. He's in the best spot that I've seen from that walk right there though. 100%. He's in the best spot. Ooh, this looks a little deep. Okay, this actually looks pretty good. Oh, this looks alright. I think I'm gonna go on the other side. I would like to throw a bait here. I'm not even gonna lie. But I want to get better with the fly fishing. I just don't want to spook everything. Because if there's a decent hole here, alright, let's see. I see my nymph slowly going down. Very slow current here though. But this is probably pressured a lot right here, I would imagine. I would imagine this is pressured. The other side, but see that tree, I can't tell if you could tell, but there's not a willow tree, but something like that. I will cheat if I have to. I will throw a mealworm on this fly pole. I will. I will throw a mealworm on this fly pole. Don't have to worry about no drag here though. Dang. This stream's moving slower than Moses. Come on. The other side's definitely where it's gonna be at. But since I'm already right here, I am gonna throw some live bait from where I'm at right here. And then I'll go right back to the fly pole as soon as I go on the other side. That didn't sound good. Alright, so I'm gonna throw a little bait on. Alright, I know. I should have came with just my fly pole and that's it. That's all. But I didn't. My bait pole is kind of like my crutch. It really is. Because I honestly think there's trout right there and they just wasn't hitting my stuff. I'm gonna be dead honest. Oh, I gotta grind it. I gotta take that apart. I gotta take my reels apart and clean them. There might not be no trout right here. I just wouldn't see. It's pretty deep compared to everywhere else. I love fishing little streams like this, man. I love it. It's my favorite. I would think they would be under here. I really would, but I am standing right here. Yeah, my rod. There's something going on inside there. Doesn't feel real fluent. Okay. Let's go to the other side and whip the fly pole in. This might be a little tricky though. See that tree? Oh God, that tree's hurtful, man. It really is. Wonder if I could drift under that. We'll try something. Cause it gets shallow right there. But if I could drift this at least a little bit under there, that would be cool. Anything behind me? No. Oh no. Alright, so we're not that stuck. Hold up. Try not to make the situation worse. Okay. Alright. I'm gonna break that pole doing that. I just want to get a good lob. There we go. It's gonna have a little drag on it though. Dude, it just jumped right where I was fishing. You can't make that shit up. Come on. Alright, so nothing here. I get my bait pull out though, I guarantee I'll be catching something here soon. I really wanted to use my fly pole. Yeah, this is deep. That's deep right in there. This is like a national park type deal. Oh, no. So, there is a possibility of these fish being spooked. Like, that's a real possibility. Someone could have been here 5 minutes ago. You never really know. Like that guy that's downstream, he could have started right here. I would almost guess that he did start right here. Hello.
It's like a time where I thought that was a dead duck. Like, no.
Alright guys. You know what I'm doing. I gotta get my bait pull out here. I seen them jump. They're in here. I'm just not the best with flies, so I don't know. I've used them, like my fly poles, I use them all the time. I do catch fish on them, like a decent bit, but nothing like I do on my bait pole. But the thing I've noticed with fly fishing is you get quality. Seems like you get bigger trout when you're fly fishing. Bigger trout, it's more of like a quality thing. See, with this right here, I'm gonna end up putting this right where I want it to go, and that's like right there. That fly pole, I would have been up in that tree. See, a fish jumped right across from there. Where's this camera pointed? We're pretty good. I mean, this really does look like a good spot. Like, I would have put almost anything on this. I forgot my spinner in the car. There might be so much pressure right here though that they might have moved. I mean, that's incorrect. There was a fish that jumped over there, and there was a fish that jumped right where I was first standing. Let's try this. Right off of that side there. Yeah, this ain't gonna be an exciting video. I'm guessing, but sorry about that.
But it was right after Barney, a little bit after Barney, and my friend's like, can you put...
But this is what happens whenever you fish at, you know, when you fish where it's pressured a lot. That fish jumped in the exact same spot again. I'm going to catch it. I don't know what it is. It could be a crook chub for all I know. But I'm going to throw a mealworm on real quick, and I'm going to throw it out there. He jumped in the exact spot he did the first time. So he's sitting right there. Maybe put a top fly on. That could always be a thing. So I'm gonna come up. Alright, so he's jumping like right in here. Literally, right there somewhere. I might have to throw a little bobber on. Just to keep it off of the bottom. I am gonna have to do that. Alright. Just to keep it off of the bottom. These rocks through here. Once like a mealworm hits the bottom, it just goes down into a rock. What do I want? I'll just do this little one right here. Mealworms sink slow too, which is nice. I'm not gonna put a weight down to have it sink faster. They usually sink right pretty perfect with what you need them to. Alright, let's see. So that fish jumped twice right here. If he doesn't hit this, I'm gonna guess that he's spooked. Well, he didn't really jump. He came up and ate. Bobber's going just fine, no drag. But this is like whenever I need to be like live streaming to where I could like talk. Even like I understand I'm not exciting and I'm not gonna get like crazy, like I'm not gonna blow up or anything. This is just my hobby. Just what I like to do. But if there is someone, you know, that that enjoys trout fishing little streams and there's plenty of guys that have, you know, more knowledge than I do, and I have 30 years of doing this, and I would love to chat to some of those guys with the fly fishing. But my phone, they want me to pay an extra $500 for the year to be able to stream HD. Like I can't just go. I think I could just go on live on my phone, but it's gonna be like real bad quality and just gonna look janky. So I want to do it right. I've always loved like photography and filming. Like I've always loved that stuff. So whenever I finally got one of these, all right, I'm getting a bite. I got one. I got one. It's a trout. Yep, it's a trout, baby. See, just that adjustment with that bobber. And I think I get my mealworm back. What a beautiful little brown trout. Oh, thank you, buddy. Thank you, buddy. Thank you, thank you. I appreciate you for leaving my mealworm still on there. I know you don't get a free meal. I'm sorry. Wow, he's pretty. Look how pretty this one is. Just absolutely gorgeous. Okay, buddy. Now, there he is, right there. He's just chilling. See how hard they are to see? They're very hard to see. They blend in. I'm thinking he's the one that kept coming up to the surface. I just wasn't letting it go down far enough for him to hit that. So let's rig this mealworm. This thing has seen better days. It's like just a shell. But if it tricks him, heck yeah. So we're gonna let this go down a little further than what I just did. And see if maybe there's a couple sitting right there. Also editing, you know, me, I'm 35. I never got into, you know, electronics really. I rode dirt bikes and grew up totally different than how kids grow up nowadays. So I'm kind of behind the curve on all this technology stuff. But I'm figuring it out, figuring out the editing. And then, yeah. I'll get there. Alright, so now see how my bobber's got drag on it? I don't know if you can see it. But it has drag, and whenever what drag means is I ran out of line, my bobber's at the end of my line. And what it does is bring your bait up to the surface and makes it look really unnatural. Yeah, it makes it look unnatural. And you don't want that. There, a fish just blew up right there. Watch this. Right as I cast, one came up and ate. Maybe I should go to top water on my fly pole. I just don't know what to use. Wow, that's perfect. But it probably scared it. I just don't know what dry fly I should use. Most of my time fly fishing, I've stuck to like nymphs, stuff like that. I have done some dry flies, but they get hard to see, man. They really do. They get hard to see. That guy's still down in that hole, man. Even if I went down there, he's probably spooked the hole anyways. After he's done, I mean. That's another thing. If you see someone fishing in a spot, don't go up on their shit, man. Like, I'll almost fight you if you come stand next to me like that. I'm not even kidding. Just give everybody their space. We're out here, you know. We're out here trying to be peaceful, and some of us, this is the only peace that we get. It's sad, but it's the truth. That's what happens when you're a man. No one truly gives a shit about you, and when you realize that, it makes you start thinking totally different. So It's sad, but it is true. The only people that truly do care about you are your kids. I would say your kids do. But other than that, I wouldn't say. I don't know. I guess it wouldn't be for everybody, but some people have it like that. It's just that's how it is. So I'm gonna ride this lip down through this little current right here, and then I'm gonna jump back to the other side. Still not hitting the bottom with my mealworm, so the depth is pretty okay here for me. Because if I was hitting the bottom, my bobber would start dragging. Would have drag to it, which I suspect that to be coming up here real soon. Right there, some drag. Okay. Alright, so we let it go down through here. Now let's do here. And I'm gonna actually stay under here to maybe give me a little bit cover with not so much silhouette. And I do not want to hit my bobber off of anything because it's not styrofoam, so it will break and fill up with water. I need to stop at Walmart and get a few things. Oh, there was a trout. Okay. Dude, wouldn't it be crazy if I pulled out like a 20-inch trout out of this little 20 or 15-foot creek? It happens though, I'm not kidding. It does happen. He didn't feel no hook there. He didn't even take my bait, so he's in here. He's still out there. But he's probably looking at me now and sees my bobber. I'm trying to learn how to create videos where I don't have to like edit so much, because a 3-hour long video, man, turns into 8 to 10 hours of editing. Like on your phone, I don't know how to use a computer. So I do everything on my phone, and it's hard. It's not hard. Let's not call that. Pouring concrete's hard. Climbing cell phone towers is hard. This kind of stuff is not hard. Actually, the people that make a living off of doing this got I would vote this the easiest job in the world. I mean, it could be stressful, I'm sure, if you're trying to get content out. Like, I understand that part, but stress ain't nothing like beating yourself up in a construction job, or nowhere near it. Oh, that guy left down there. I didn't see it. I mean, I wasn't watching him that much. I didn't see him pull anything out of there, I don't think. I might go have a little crack at that. I still want to go up to the lake before dark though, so you guys can see the lake. I'm getting a bite. I had a good trout. He was decent, probably 14 inches. That's good for like these little streams like this. Damn. Had a little one. Well, not a little one. I had a decent one. Just when you're using a bobber, it's hard to do the hook sets because you don't want to let them swallow it too long. So let's see if he'll come back out and hit that again. He was decent. And I let that bobber hit the ground. But I think I might just go with Amazon's bobbers. Like, go on there because... Oh, wow. He was real decent. He didn't. He actually broke my hook off. Wow. Okay. I guess I gotta tie a new hook. Yeah, he broke my hook off. What a G. Trout, whenever they get a little bit bigger, though, they do have teeth. Like, trout have teeth. I think it got caught on his tooth. A little bit of a fisherman's knot, which people call this a clinch knot, but I do something a little bit different with mine. I create a clinch knot with what I call a safety. There we go. So I have a clinch knot. Always spit on your knots whenever you're going to shin some down. Look at that, perfect. I got a clinch knot with a safety on it. Let me see you pull that one off, buddy. I used to catch, I can't say I used to. One time I caught a native brook trout out of here. Not a wild brook trout. I'm talking a native. It was like 10 inches long and it had the most beautiful colors of brook trout. But they claim that there's none here, which I'm calling lies. That was about 10 years ago that happened with me. And but it happened at the other side of the lake, because there's a creek that runs into the lake, and then there's a spillway, and then this creek comes out. Feels good to sit down. I'm never sitting when I'm fishing, man. Jesus. Definitely got a decent trout. Right with my bobbers. There it goes again. I got him. That ain't him, though. There we go. I want to catch some of these wild trout, because I know they have wild trout down here. They have to. Which means that they're not native. They're just wild. I'm going to let you tire out a little bit, buddy. Go ahead, tire out, so you're not... Exactly. I didn't want you doing that in my hands. Let me see where that hook is. Very good. This is actually pretty cool, man. Catching these trout in these little, like, 10-foot streams. This is pretty fun. This is pretty fun. It's a pretty fish. Not as pretty as the other one. The other one was real pretty. Very pretty fish. Very pretty. That was not the one that hit my line, because I seen his body. He was like definitely 14 inches for sure. So that was not him. But there must just be trout hanging out sitting here. Okay. Let's go back in and see what happens. This is wild. Fishing under this little bridge like this. It's like a little, the troll under the bridge. There's people walking by me and I'm talking to myself. They're probably like, what the fuck is this dude doing? They don't get it. I'm literally only fishing like 5 feet off of the bank right now. And I'm losing everything. There goes my bobber drag, which is not good. Where do I put that? Not in here. Not in there. Not in my pockets. Oh, it had to have fell in my waders, but I don't feel them. It has to be in my waders, right? Alright, there's the hooks. Sinkers. Sorry guys. Dang man. I'm so sorry. Where is that? Okay, I found it, but I gotta go pee so bad. I don't want nobody to steal my stuff. Fuck. Is anybody around? I don't think anybody's around. I think I can sneak one here. What's bad though is you get caught doing this is like you get labeled like a sex offender, which is absolutely crazy. If you're just a man sneaking a pee while he's fishing, like what am I supposed to do? Alright, nobody was around. There's no cars here but mine over there. I think I'm good. I didn't want to have to start a whole new, like I said, with the editing, not the best. But I'm gonna go back in here. See if I didn't spook anything all the way down. Definitely avoiding hitting any. Oh, that's a nice jump over there. Oh, right over there. Big old nice jump. We're hitting that. As soon as I get back over there, that's what we're hitting. I should get the head strap out for this GoPro. I need to buy like 2 more GoPros. But I've been looking at this other brand that's like a competitor to GoPro, and their battery life are like 2 hours longer, because GoPro's battery life sucks. It really does. It's horrible. Like 1 hour out of a battery, man. There was a big blow up right there with a fish. Like a real good blow up. Come on. It was like right where my bobber is now. Alright, so I'll sit down. Keep my silhouette low. This is pretty damn relaxing, man. I'm usually trudging through jagger bushes to find the big fish. But this is really relaxing. I'm gonna do a couple more casts, and I'm going down to where that dude was, because I'm sorry, but people just don't catch fish like me. They just don't. So I'm guessing he left that hole just open for me to come through. Unless he was throwing a bunch of fucking spinners or something in there, which he could have. He had 2 pulls. I would think right out of that current would have been like perfect. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get in the water and let my bobber come down through that current. I'm gonna get in the water upstream. But it's good to know that there's a nice little hole right here. And then there's a hole down there. Because I don't really come here. It gets too pressured. But now that I know when my streams up where I live are crazy high and muddy, I can come down here and it's kind of controlled by the dam and stuff. Don't get me wrong, if it gets a heavy rain, it will get muddy down through here. But this isn't, I don't believe this is connected to Beaver Creek, which goes into the Beaver River. It's really wild to me that I didn't get no bites through this run right here. Like, I figured around that bend and would have been very good. That might not be riding low enough, actually. Let me put this up a little higher. There we go. Now we're a little bit higher up. We're gonna ride along the side that we didn't spook. I don't want to start creating drag on my bobber. Damn. Okay. They're in here because that one just blew up while I was on the other side. So he's in here. He's just not hitting my stuff. God, those casts are amazing. I wish you could see how good those casts are under this tree. I mean, it's putting me right where I'm trying to get to. This will be the last drift because I'm gonna probably only have maybe 20 minutes left of light, if that. So I want to go up, let it come down, and then I want to go down where that guy was, and then we're gonna go up and maybe put like just a couple casts in the lake. Just to see. I mean, because there's some hogs in that lake, man. Like, probably like 20 pounders and stuff. Like, I'm not even kidding. This lake's been... It gets trout. Like, they stalked us like every year heavily. Like, heavily. I don't like using the bobber though. Makes me feel like I don't know what I'm doing. I love how guys on the internet call bobbers now. They call them indicators. No, dude, don't try to church it up, boy. You're bobber fishing. I wanted to bring my dog down here, but all dogs gotta be on a leash. And she just doesn't do good on a leash. She'll just sit there and cry and cry. Even if I ever tied up where she could sit next to me. She just does not do good on a leash, man. After this one right here, I'm getting up. I'm gonna let it go under there, see what happens, and then I'm gonna move down to that. The only bad thing is that hole that that guy was in. I don't look. They're jumping right there. He just jumped. I'm chasing jumps. I swear. I'm moving anyway, so I don't care if I spook him. I'm chasing jumps, so he jumped. Right here. Come on. Oh, he's hitting it. He's hitting it. He might have took it. He's hitting it. I got his ass. I'm chasing jumps, boy. Let's go. No. He got off. That was a nice brown trout. He got the final laugh. What a dick. He ain't gonna let me catch him again. He was nice. I mean, he wasn't like no 20-incher or nothing, but he was like 14. He seemed like he was nice, man. Damn. That's funny though. Chasing jumps, because you usually don't want to do that. I mean, yeah, you want to cast ahead of where they jumped at, let it come down, but that one, I casted it right on his motherfucking head, bro. And I'm gonna cast it right back there again. It's hilarious. It's hard to get real hook sets with these bobbers because I don't know how long I should let it go under for before they're going to start swallowing down my hook. Like I said, I use single barb hooks. And then I just go all the way down. I wrap my whole mealworm around it. And that's how I do it. Some people just hook it straight through the middle. I think you're an idiot. Sorry. Not really. I'm not going to say an idiot. But I think you should realize, like, do you want to go through all your bait? Or, like, Do you want your bait to stay on a little bit? I got one. I got one. I'm just cranking him in. I'm not playing. This is him. I swear to God. I swear on everything this was the one that hit it. Because I could tell by the colors. This was him. He hit it again, even after being hooked. I knew it. Look, this is the same size as what I said he was. This is him. Let me get this out. Probably about 13, 14 inches. Brown trout. Just nonchalantly sitting here under a bridge, you know, sitting under a bridge, just chilling with a 10-foot stream. Actually, in the most peace that I have felt in a long time. And I think that's because I'm not trudging around, getting jaggers all in my face. But I also catch way different kind of trout than I am here. But they could hold something big in here. I mean, I'm not... It's just so pressured. I think the big ones are very smart in here. Like, you have to fool them. Probably with like a fly or something. Like the 20-inch ones, the big ones. You gotta think, whenever they get big like that, we're not just, it's not just us fishing them. Birds are trying to get at them. I mean, they're constantly watching their butts. The big ones. Like, they make decisions. The little ones, nah, they just come out and smack stuff. But the big ones, they make decisions, man. Got one. Just nonchalant, sitting under here, fucking killing trout. Dude, this is... Listen, I would feel like... I gotta look at this one, because he looks like the exact same one. No, he's different. I was like, there's no way that you get caught twice. You're spooked after you're caught just once. Look at this guy. One jumped up there again. See, he looks like he's mixed with a rainbow trout. Not just a brown trout. I mean, it's hard to move whenever it's like every cast. Like, well, what do you want from me? I wish my dog was here. That's really all I got that, like, truly cares about me. Is my dog. I'm gonna be so sad when that day comes. I'm gonna be sad. See? I just hook it up like a J almost. You want the hook out though. You don't want the hook out a little bit. Expose that hook some. So they're all sitting in like one little spot here. I wouldn't imagine there would be more than 3, 4 right in one little spot. I could be wrong. There could be 15 sitting there. I don't know. But once you start pulling them out, it usually starts spooking the rest. I don't even know if I'm going to make it down to that guy's spot. Fuck his spot. I didn't see him pulling up anything. Wasn't really looking though. But guys like to usually let it be known, like, whenever they're catching something. Even if it's just by, like, a sound. funny. Look, they're jumping up there, man. I'm still jumping up there. This place is crazy, kinda. I'm digging it. Nice fucking little beach right here, just sitting. Like, fucking digging that. And if all them other ones are in here, there's a big one in here. There is for sure. I think I already locked onto the big one, and it broke my hook. That cast was amazing. Oh my god, that cast was amazing. Let me stretch that line out. Oh, I got a fish. No, I think it was hitting bot weight. I can't tell. I couldn't tell. Yeah. What the fuck? That had to have took my bait, right? I mean, my bobbers flinched like 4 times. It had to have. Yeah. No? Let me see how chewed up it is. That was 4 hits, okay? And look. 4 hits. And my mealworm still looks like that. That's why you hook them like that. And I just flung it through a tree. Like it literally was hitting like tree leaves on the way in on that cast. Alright, getting one. He's being hesitant. Very hesitant. Huh. That was weird. Unless I'm going over a branch right in that spot. I'm going to cast in the same spot again. Let's see. My bait could be hitting a branch below the water, which would cause my bobber to just go down for a second. Yeah, that's kind of directly where it was. I got to give it more. There we go. Let's see if it jumps right there. No, it's not. That was a fish. Twice. It's like, I want to move, but I don't. I don't have much time. I wish I would. The world's #1 caster, huh? God. Oh, never mind. It didn't fall out. Is that just on leaves? I'm not doing that. I'm going to get smacked in the face. Be careful whenever you're yanking snags out. I had a buddy, we were bass fishing one time, and he got a snag, and he ripped the snag out, and the line come back so hard. The line came back so hard that the split shot that was on the line hit him in his eyebrow. And the split shot went into his head and then flattened on his skull. So when all I heard was screaming, and I'm like, what the hell is going on? And I look over, and this dude is running away from the pond, dragging a damn fishing pole. And it looked invisible. I didn't know what the hell was going on. And that was what we had to take him to the hospital. That's what happened. The damn split shot flattened on his skull on impact, and they had to like cut a little bit just to get it out. He got fucked up. I guarantee he cuts his line every time he gets a snag now. Probably. Like, that's a true story. I'm not lying. I heard screaming. I looked over and he was running away and the fucking pole was dragging behind his ass. Fucking crazy, man. I got waders on. What the fuck am I doing? Not wanting to really disrupt the hole, but I kind of want my shit over here. Not right there. Shit. I'm gonna do one cast and then I'm going down real quick. We have like, it's getting dark. I think I should just move down to that spot real fast, do a couple casts, and then I'll show you guys the lake. This video, I don't think I'm gonna have to do any editing. I'm just gonna put it out there. The whole hour and some long video, which would be very nice. I know it's gonna be boring, but I mean, I can't, if I always cut out all the other stuff besides me catching the fish every time, I'm gonna end up getting wore out and not even wanting to do this. Because I'm gonna feel pressured. Oh my God, these are the culprits. Damn, right here, remember? Can you see that damn bird standing in that water right now? With the big ass beak? These are the fish killers right here. Look at this thing. It's like a fucking pterodactyl. It's huge. It's called a blue heron or a crane. People call them a crane. But that, you know what he was doing right there? He was looking for fish to peck. But they're such assholes that they peck all of the fish, even ones that are 25 inches big, 25 inches long. They peck them. And they can't even swallow the damn thing. So they kill the fish. That's what you've seen in many of my videos. Like my next video I'm putting out that I've been holding on to. A giant behemoth of a brown trout I caught. And you'll see some of those fish I point out where they've been pecked by a blue heron. And it's deep, man. Their beaks are like 8 inches long or some shit. Like they like sometimes go all the way down through the fish. This is a good little hole. This guy was on to something here. He was on to something here. It's kind of slow for me though. It really is. I'm gonna go in this current real quick. That was like a perfect fucking cast. It is a little slow for my kind of liking. But it's deep. Oh, I got one. I wasn't even looking, but I felt my bobber go under. Maybe not. Maybe I'm tripping. I want to get over there a little bit farther. Oh, it fell in. I'm a fucking goat. Come on. I know they're in here. There's no fucking way that they're not in here. But he did just fish this. That spot looks really good over there and promising. Right next to it. I would want to run spinners through here because it's so stagnant. That would be my take on it, would be run spinners. But I also have another take on maybe trying some power bait because it floats up and this is stagnant. It has a good creek flow that comes into it, but it still is stagnant. As soon as it gets too dark we're getting there, man. That sucks. I wanted to do a little more fishing today, but I had my dog and I had to drop her off. It would have just been not fun down here with her because dogs have to be on the leash. And I mean, that's for a good reason. There's a lot of people that have their dogs down here. And like, even me, I trust my dog 97%. But at the end of the day, you still have to realize that they are dogs. And they can do unpredictable shit. Like, my dog's 10 years old, but it never bit anybody. He's never been mean to anybody. She has growled, like just tiny little growl at someone or something. But she's never showed any aggression. But she can't be running up on people's dogs and shit. Like, it's unacceptable. I wouldn't like it either. So, that's why she can't be down here. Because she won't be able to be free, and she'll sit there and just cry and whine. Even if she's next to me. Because she wants to go run down the creek or whatever. Honestly, I think I'm going to have to take off right now. Because I want to show you guys the lake. And we are down in like a valley. This lake's in a valley. There's mountains on both sides. So. And I'm going to cast my pole in once at the lake. Because it'll still be light out. I'm not cutting this. We're just running with it. I'm sorry this video, you know, that's why I want to do live to where I could actually talk to people and I'm not talking to myself, you know, for the video. It would be nice, even if I only just have a couple people in there, I could talk to them and, you know, try things that they ask me to try, or maybe they could learn a little bit, and I can, like, that's what I look at it like. And if you want to, feel free to skip forward, you know, to the lake. I just don't feel like editing this out. I have a huge video to already edit. And I have like some pretty big trout on that one. No palominos, just regular brown trout and rainbow trout. I'm gonna leave this on because I'm going up to the lake. What sucks, because I really should throw on like lake sinkers. Not really lake sinkers, but just sinkers that are you know, that could get me out in the lake a little bit. Because trout, unlike bass and stuff, they do like to stay out, it seems like, away from shore. They will come to shore, don't get me wrong, they'll go anywhere, but I want to break my flagpole. I gotta get this trunk organized and under control here. I have an extra tip for that pole though. Plus I have a whole nother flagpole, but make sure I did not leave my keys in here. I've done this. Left my keys in my trunk and locked myself out. Had to call AAA. Okay. Alright, so we're going up to the lake now. It's not too far up the road. I'm not putting my seatbelt on. We're only going. I don't even think you're allowed to drive faster than 25 miles an hour. You know what? I'll put my seatbelt on just because I don't know. I don't know the guidelines. Alright. There we go. I have this fucking vest. My fishing vest. I'm like a walking tackle box, to be honest with you. I really am. Alright, so let me take this off. There we go. my hand while I drive. That's legal, okay? Because I am still have my hands on the wheel, both of them. So don't try to play me. Oh, that little bridge right there has some trout in it. Well, I'm gonna come down here tomorrow because I'm gonna find what flies I should be using. You're allowed to do this, so don't give me don't give me no shit. Right here, there's a spillway. Spillway down there. You can go down there, and I'm telling you, catch carp. Carp. You can go down there and catch carp the size of me. I'm not even kidding. Here's the... Find a parking spot right here. Grab 2 poles real quick. And then go down there. This place they have like their own cop. He's like a park ranger or something. Cause there's many roads that lead into this lake. And there's some pretty good glare down there, so I think you'll be able to see. And I might be able to lighten it up in editing. Okay. I was gonna do some river fishing, man. I called around to see, you know, where I can camp and start a fire and legally on the river, because I live on the Ohio River and the Beaver River. I got both I can choose from. And it's so weird how they are about how they are about letting you camp on rivers now. I don't know what happened. When I was a kid, that was never even an issue. Like, you could go down there and stay weeks. Just people have trashed so much stuff, man. And everyone's scared of getting sued if you get hurt on their property. It's so hard to find good bass fishing places around me because everything's privately owned. I'm probably not gonna have no lockdown here. Lakes, like I said, they're just not my thing. They really aren't. It's kind of bright for me. It looks really dark on the GoPro though. Like, I can see just fine. It does look dark on the GoPro. But this lake, I mean, it's pretty big. It's a trout lake. It's man-made. I know that. I'm almost 100% sure. Here's a log. I'm gonna cast my stuff out just for I'm gonna give it 5 minutes, and that will probably be it. That will probably be it for my video. And I'm gonna break my cardinal rule one time, just because I did have sinkers that I could have used, some slides, because I like using slide sinkers when it comes to trout, so then they don't feel the weight whenever they're picking it up and it doesn't spook them. I wish people knew more about that. Well, I don't wish, it's just I could teach, you know, people about that kind of stuff. Because people don't know. Some people come out here and just tie on a huge ass sinker. Like a like crazy big sinker. whenever you should have, you know, put a slid, let it slide, so the fish don't feel it. They still feel it eventually, but I'm trying to think of the depth, man. God, like feet, like for sure. I'm not even gonna get out there. But I broke my rule. I put 2 sinkers on. Yeah, my shit's for crooks. But that's where it's staying. And then I'm gonna jig. This thing just like this. I'm just jigging the sides, man. That's it. I'm sure there's bass in here. I mean, I don't see how it'd be impossible for there not to be bass in here, but and catfish. There gotta be catfish in here. This place has to have like an abundance of trout though. They've been stocking this for 50, 60 years, man. Like, I'm not even kidding. Long time. There's a cop. I wonder what the problem is. He ain't coming over to me, but I don't know if you're allowed to have a kayak. I wanted to make a purchase of a kayak if I can get some money going. Right now I'm in the middle of a disability thing. I was a welder. I climbed cell phone towers. I'm a certified welder. I worked for the railroad for a while as a welder. But all that come crashing down. My elbow's broken in 6 pieces. It's been like that for a while. I just toughed it out until I was like 35, and I can no longer tough it out anymore. That's why I cast with my left hand, because my right elbow, no way. There's no way I could cast. So I'm in a really bad spot, you know. But I am going through the process. I had to go to a doctor so they could look at it and everything. Because, you know, they're feeding me oxycodone and there's just really nothing they can do. They can't go in and pin it. I would have to have an elbow replacement surgery. So that's why I have a good bit of time to fish. I'm not a bum. I mean, I worked my whole life, but it sucks though, because I was thinking the other day, you know, I went to school. You guys can't even see me or see this, but I went to school, you know, I did everything that I should have, you know. I had a good job, good trade, like very good trade, and all that's ripped apart because, I mean, the welding, I could still weld at some places, but the problem is, they found some lumps on my lungs also, and that's from all the years of welding. And the doctor told me, you know, keep doing it, and possibility, you know, you're not going to be around in your 50s, in your 60s. And I'm already 35, so I'm really not trying, like, you got to worry about your health, man. You really do. But that's the whole reason right now that's what's up with me. It's kind of personal, but I don't know. There's no one to really talk to. Like, all my friends are passed away. So yeah, I'm the only one left. But I just need to be able to. I'm gonna get the thing for the live. It's like $500 for the year. I'm gonna get it. So then maybe, you know, maybe I could talk to some people. Because I live in a real rural area. There's no meeting people. Like, yeah, like you can go to the bar, meet people, but like, I don't want to go to the bar anymore in my life. I already did all that. I'm 35, I've did all that. Like, that's not my aims. I want peace and stability, man. That's all I want. I don't care about women right now or nothing. I just want peace and stability. That's it. But it's dark. You guys haven't been able to see anything. If you sat for this long and actually heard me talk about the personal stuff, I do appreciate it. I really do. And other than that, that's gonna be it. I think it's no crazy editing for me. This is just one nice video of me coming here. So I know it wasn't the most exciting, but tomorrow I'm gonna come here too, and I'm gonna hop those spots, and I'm gonna go fly fishing. Fly fishing's just more exciting to watch, I think, for people. So I'm gonna go fly fishing. So I'm just getting this bait off of there. Oh, I need to set a reminder to, I need to lubricate my reels and take them apart and get any sand or anything that's in them, because some of them feel like there's some grit. Trout fishing is very hard on your reels. That's why I always recommend buy cheap stuff and just use it for the season and just re-get it. Don't take your $400 rod out there. I mean, you can. I mean, if you're really addicted to that smoothness of it and everything, go ahead. Just be careful. You're gonna have to be extremely careful and learn how to clean it. Very good. But some of those real good fancy rods, they have all types of crazy mechanics. So good luck, man. Almost got to be a machinist. But that's it for me. I wish I would have started earlier. I wish I would have just come here without my dog, had a few hours, because that was fun, man. You wouldn't think it, but sitting under that bridge right there, that was fun to me. Them trout were just biting. They're only like 5 feet away. I like that. It's fun, man. But all right, guys, I hope everyone has a wonderful night, and thank you.